It was the 5th night of Hanukkah. The menorah glowed in the window, 5 little flames dancing in the dark. Our house buzzed with laughter, the smell of latkes, and the whir of Leo's new red remote-controlled car. Leo zipped the car under the table and around the living room, laughing as our family cheered. But our dog Pip was not a fan. He hid behind Mom's legs, trembling as the car zoomed by. The Hanukkah fun had just begun, and our living room was the stage for a wild, unforgettable night. Leo had a new idea. Why not turn his race car into a Hanukkah sleigh? He grabbed a cardboard box and got to work. Snip, snip, rip, rip, an inventor on a mission. Soon the car wore a wobbly cardboard sleigh. "Behold, the Hanukkah sleigh," he announced, and we all clapped. We laughed as the lopsided sleigh made its bumpy journey. On this Hanukkah night, Leo's sleigh was the ride of a lifetime. The new sleigh made Pip even more nervous. The big red toy wobbled and scraped across the floor, and Pip hid, eyes wide with fear. Mom scooped him up, whispering, "It's okay, sweetie." Pip refused to look at the sleigh, hoping it would disappear. But another pet had a very different reaction. In our house, adventure is always just around the corner. The Hanukkah sleigh was about to meet its match. The adventure was just beginning. Stay tuned. While Pip cowered, Gizmo the cat watched the sleigh with big green eyes, fascinated. He wasn't scared. He was intrigued. His tail twitched. His brain was working. Gizmo saw not a monster, but a moving target, a new kind of toy. He was a hunter, a cat of action, ready for a challenge. Gizmo pictured himself gliding across the floor, king of the house. Sometimes the bravest heroes are the ones you least expect. Gizmo was ready to be the star of the show. Gizmo slid down from the chair, moving like a shadow. He crept low, a furry ninja in classic hunting pose. His eyes locked on the wobbly sleigh, pupils wide. The rest of the world disappeared, just Gizmo and his target. Leo drove the sleigh, unaware of the feline stalker. Gizmo's tail twitched, counting down to the big moment. He crept from behind the sofa to the coffee table, getting closer. The sleigh chugged along, scraping and whirring. To Pip, it was terror. To Gizmo, a call to adventure. He wiggled his back end, loading his springs for launch. We all saw him. Everyone stopped talking, stopped breathing. The air was thick with anticipation. Leo noticed Gizmo and stopped the car. The sleigh sat still, a sitting duck. Gizmo froze, a coiled spring of muscle and fur. The whole room was silent. Even Pip peeked to see what would happen. The stage was set for the most daring feat in our living room's history. Gizmo was ready. The family watched, hearts pounding. The Hanukkah sleigh was about to meet its match. Gizmo's moment had arrived. The adventure was about to reach its peak. Sometimes the quietest moments hold the most excitement. Gizmo's pounce would be one for the ages. The living room held its breath. The countdown was over. It was time. The world slowed as Gizmo gathered his strength. He tensed, calculated the leap, and launched. A gray streak of fur and determination. For a split second, he was airborne, a furry airplane. His paws stretched out, claws ready, eyes locked on the cardboard sleigh. He landed perfectly in the middle of the box, a triumphant statue. Gizmo had conquered the beast. He was king of the sleigh. He looked around, proud, as if to say, "See, this is how it's done." Leo seized the moment, hitting the gas. The car's motor whirred, wheels spinning under the weight of car, box, and cat. Slowly, the sleigh began to move. Gizmo wobbled, eyes wide. This was not part of his plan. He thought he'd conquered a stationary object, not a moving one. The ride was about to begin. Gizmo's adventure had taken an unexpected turn. The family watched, laughter bubbling up. The Hanukkah sleigh was now a wild ride. Gizmo held on, the star of the show. The living room erupted in cheers. Even Pip watched, his fear forgotten. The wildest ride was underway. Sometimes the best adventures are the ones you never see coming. Gizmo's leap had started something unforgettable. The Hanukkah sleigh was unstoppable. The story was far from over. The ride of a lifetime had just begun. The sleigh lurched forward, Gizmo scrambling to stay on. His claws dug into the cardboard as the sleigh picked up speed. The living room blurred, sofa, lamp, everything spinning. Leo laughed, barely able to steer. Gizmo swayed, tail out like a rudder, surfing the cardboard wave. He was no longer a hunter, but a rodeo star on a wild bull. The sleigh bumped over the rug, Gizmo bouncing with wide eyes. This was crazier than chasing a laser pointer, the ultimate thrill ride. We cheered, "Go, Gizmo, go!" Even Pip watched, mesmerized by the cat on the monster. Leo aimed for open space, pushing the joystick full speed ahead. The motor whined, the sleigh rattled, Gizmo held on for dear life. He was a captain on a runaway ship, heading for open water, or in this case, the wall. Every great voyage has its dangers. Gizmo was about to face his biggest one yet. The wall loomed ahead, and there was no stopping now. The wild ride was about to reach its dramatic finale. The family watched, breathless. The Hanukkah sleigh was unstoppable. Gizmo's adventure was about to crash, literally. Sometimes the best stories end with a bang. The living room was about to erupt in laughter. The wildest ride was seconds from its grand finale. Leo saw the wall and tried to turn, but it was too late. The sleigh was too heavy, the car too fast. Physics won. Crunch. The sleigh hit the wall with a soft, cardboardy thud. The car stopped, but Gizmo didn't. He flew out of the sleigh, a flailing ball of fur. He tumbled, landed with a poof, rolled, and popped up, dazed but unharmed. For a moment, the room was silent. Then Dad laughed, Mom giggled, and soon we were all howling. The brave pounce, the wobbly ride, the dramatic crash. It was perfect comedy. Gizmo, the star, had turned a simple Hanukkah evening into an unforgettable adventure. The sleigh was wrecked, but the memory was perfect. Sometimes the best holiday stories are the ones you never plan. Gizmo's wild ride would be told for many Hanukkahs to come. The living room was filled with laughter and joy. The little red car was broken, but our spirits soared. Gizmo stood in the spotlight, the hero of the night. The Hanukkah sleigh had met its match. The adventure was over, but the legend had just begun. And that's how a cardboard box, a toy car, and a brave cat made Hanukkah unforgettable. The family would never forget the night Gizmo conquered the sleigh. The wild ride was over, but the story would live on. Hanukkah magic indeed. The end. Or is it? Gizmo stood tall amidst our laughter. Not embarrassed, not scared, but a hero. He licked his paws, smoothed his fur, and sat with pride. It was as if he said, "I meant to do that." He stretched, reset himself, and gave the wrecked sleigh a final look. Then, tail high, he strutted across the living room, a victory lap. Pip watched in awe. The monster was gone, replaced by a hero. Gizmo hopped onto the sofa, curled up, and purred, a rumbling motor of satisfaction. He had faced the unknown, survived the crash, and won the night. The memory of his wild ride would be told for many Hanukkahs. The latkes were great, the dreidel was fun, but Gizmo's ride was the true miracle. The little red car was broken, but our hearts were full. Sometimes, the best part of any holiday is the story you'll tell again and again. Gizmo, the hero of the cardboard sleigh, slept the sleep of a champion. The adventure was over, but the legend would last forever. Hanukkah had never been so wild, or so wonderful. The living room was quiet again, but the laughter lingered. Gizmo's purr was the perfect ending to a perfect night. The miracle of Hanukkah in our house was a cat, a car, and a whole lot of love.